Hi everyone. Welcome to another little video tutorial. I hope you find this helpful as you continue to create digital material for your students. Flipgrid has been a really fantastic tool in my language learning classroom. I've been using it for a few years now. I discovered it when I was kind of getting tired of doing oral assessments for my Spanish kids and having to pull one at a time to the hall while entertaining the rest of the classroom with an activity. So this allowed us to everybody do it at the same time. So in the classroom, for example, I would go ahead and explain the prompt to everybody, or I would give different paper prompts to each of them if I wanted them to talk about different things. And then we would walk to the cafeteria. They all had their computer ready and set to go. And so they would go to the cafeteria, sit away from each other, and at the count of 3, everybody could record at the same time. So that was really fantastic. Well, now that our students are at home, I hope that you find that Flipgrid can be a wonderful tool, not only for the language classroom, but also for just staying in touch with each other. So, for example, my preschool kid had to submit a Flipgrid message to all her little classmates. So even at 4 years old, that's how easy Flipgrid is to use, that they can just post a video and watch each other. So go to flipgrid.com and you will be able to create your login for educators, and it's free, which is fantastic. So that way you can associate it with either your Google email or your Microsoft or any other email. Once you log in, you will see yours like this. So obviously mine has a few more grids because I've been using this for a while now. These are my newest grids. So you can name your grid whatever you want, and it's going to give you a flip code. And I'm going to guide you through how this all works. But again, super fantastic. So right here, add new grid. So click on there. And these are the options that you're going to get. So you can name your grid whatever you want it. And like you saw in my other one, I have the name of the school and the grade. And then you have options. Joining in with their school email, kind of a little bit more private. Student ID. I don't recommend this at this particular time because you have to then email each student individually to give them their ID. So this works great when you're in the classroom. And then public, if you want to share it with the world. So again, just for school privacy, I don't recommend those options. And then you can create a Flipgrid code and you can call it whatever you want, and it's going to show you if it's available or not. And then when you're done with all this, click on next. And because I've chosen school email, then I'm going to say, okay, well, and maybe anybody with a gmail.com, I don't know if I want that. I can X out of that and just put the domain of your school email. So at schoolofandrea.com is our school email, for example. So then you press next and you have, your grid is ready. And so notice all the wonderful options here, right? So you can copy that and include it in your instructions. You can link it to your Google Classroom or into your Remind, or just embed it into like your Dojo, your Seesaw, whatever it is that you're using. So once you're done with that, you can just click on Go to your grid. And this is what it would look like. So when you click Go to your grid, I've just created this example grid just to kind of walk you through it. So important things, the flip code, la clase de Andrea, that's going to be what they need. And I can share it. I can do some actions. So right now, here are some things. I would go and say edit grid. Okay, so in the edit grid, I'm going to have all the details. So you can put your school stuff whenever you need to. And then here's going to be some important things. Notifications, if you want the notifications or not. Grid followers, if you want to have the kids subscribe to it. Download and share. I don't really like that option. I don't want kids sharing material that is not theirs. Captions, if you want captions for your special needs students. And then keep it inactive so that they can see it, and then you can choose your language. And then you can personalize it if you want a specific picture or something. Lots of different options right here. And then we can go ahead and say update grid. So let's see here. We're going to put at gmail.com. And like I said, you can change it to your choice. Wonderful. So we are here. Time to create a new topic right here. Add new topic. So what's the topic title? Say, for example, I just want to check in. So hola a todos is what I'm going to call it. And some options for how long your kids can record. Right now, you can go all the way to 10 minutes. Truthfully, I don't even want to hear them for 10 minutes rambling, but it's up to you. And then this is where I put my prompt. And so here I can say, leave your classmates a sweet message. We are all in this together. Wonderful. Again, you can also record a video if you wanted to record yourself, which I highly encourage, just to set the example of what should be done. You can upload stuff or whatever, all these apps. It's going to be great. And so we create the topic. Again, this is going to be the code that you send them to say, hey, please submit this to your, and you can say all set. So now we have our topic. When we were creating it, I'm sorry, I'll go back. This is what's really important on these extra things. You can create attachments and then video moderation. So for the example, on the submission that I have right now for the kids, I want everybody to see everything. So I am not doing any video moderation. However, when I'm doing assessments where I'm grading them, I will select the moderation because I do want to make sure that nobody else can see their submissions and that they're private. And then you can decide if you want student-to-student replies or if you don't want them. Keep the status into active, and then your due dates. Okay, those are going to be super important. And then on the video features themselves. So students can add the filters and stickers and stuff. I prefer to keep it on the selfies only to minimize the amount of distractions that they have while they're recording their video. I don't do video editing. I don't really want them to attach a link for the assignment that I asked them. We don't need a title. I don't like the view count or likes for, this is not a popularity contest, and I don't do sticky notes. So I just keep it very simple. And then these are the basic ideas. If you want to do custom feedback, I normally just leave them a note at the end of their videos. So it's up here. Again, in the add the topic focus, you can add an image or you can add your own video. And now you are ready to share it. So make sure that you send your students the code, and then they're welcome to start recording. And like I said, my 4-year-old was able to do it. So I hope that your students enjoy it and you can use it as well. So if you have any questions, please don't forget to reach out and let me know if I can help you in any way so that you can incorporate Flipgrid to your lessons. Adios.